Greetings, YouTube. We've been beating up the man, the myth. Okay, he's not a legend. Kabam Mike on this channel this week because, he's putting out some flyers about compensation that still sound like they're moving at the speed of a sloth. And on top of that, he's responding to alliances saying, we just lost our war because the game crashed and we couldn't place all our defenders and we didn't even have bosses and all the nodes. And he's like, sorry and things. We're just going to move on and pretend like nothing happened. But today, via the Twitters, he came out with some info. I guess maybe, was it today or yesterday? I'm getting all these notifications today. Maybe it was yesterday, but I'm getting them today. Maybe I'm late. Maybe I'm the last person to talk about this, but dang it, I'm going to talk about this. Justice for Deadpool X-Force. And potentially someone else. Although when something is redacted, it's either secret or it's moved. Look, how much sense would it have made to have the Doctor Strange buff come out in May? How much sense would it have been to come out in April? Heck, wasn't the original deadline of the new Doctor Strange movie supposed to be March? Shouldn't they have been working on this since 2021? If I was at Kabam, Lord help me in my mental health, I would have. But that's not the world we live in. I want Doctor Strange to be amazing. We got red mags and to a certain extent white mags as the amazing champions they deserve to be. I think all Avengers, I know Doctor Strange is not technically an Avenger, even though I think he should be compared to some of the others that are labeled Avengers. And I'm going to trigger hardcore Marvel fans by what I just said. Doctor Strange cannot be an Avenger. I don't care that he was in the Avengers movies. He is not technically an Avenger. Shut your mouth, you basic B. I'm just saying. If he's fighting on the side of the Avengers against Thanos, to me, tag him as an Avenger. I know that might be too logical for some people, but that's the end of that rant. He said, you've got Deadpool, X-Force, and Redacted to look forward to in June. Now, again, Redacted can either be a clever way to say hidden, but we'll reveal it later, or it could mean maybe we're going to push him to July. I don't know. Maybe we'll do an update on this video here in the next day or so when we get more information. What I am saying, though, for Deadpool X-Force, and this is something that I think is just worth noting. I'm going to hide the screen real quick and bring up the good old game. When we talk about Deadpool X-Force, here we are again. I have him in every single quest I can. And today, we've got I didn't make a video on it, of course, but the next multiverse awaiting the Trial of the Madness. And when you run suicides, and yes, it is important to talk about this. Deadpool X-Force is that beautiful restoration kit synergy with Nick Fury. So, all I think about Deadpool X-Force right now, because I don't have a gold pull, and I don't have an OG Deadpool as a 6-star, obviously. If Nick is alive once per fight, when a teammate is afflicted with a bleed, poison, or shock debuff, he will drop a restoration kit, purifying the debuff and regenerating 10% of their max health over 3 seconds. Now, 10% may not sound like a lot, but when you have somebody that runs full suicides like I do, and you have an attacker like Cosmic Ghost Rider especially, but let's look at Falcon or Thighs in this case. Corvus not as much because he actually might get arguably hurt by the restoration kit synergy, since he typically, depending on how you have your bleeds tick away in your masteries, refills more than 10% health by the time that bleed has ticked off of him. But regardless, I just look at this guy as a synergy champ. He's Sig 40. And I always think of my man, one of the OGs, Dooley Ray on YouTube, who I think is the first person I knew to land on a Deadpool X-Force dupe. And it was the opposite of excitement for good reason. It was like he'd been emotionally murdered. I'm so thankful for justice for him, but now Doctor Strange is next. We've got these new Young Avenger champions coming in June. You hardcore Marvel nerds seem to be excited, but the majority of people who don't read the comments and all that, you're like, who are these people? Why aren't we getting a better version of some of the champions that we have been sort of tolerating for a while now? Or one of the new, better champions that is just more common in the Marvel Universe? I don't know the answer to that. You don't know the answer to that. We don't know. But Deadpool X-Force does give me some nostalgia, similar to the t-shirt I'm wearing. Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo Legend of the Seven Stars, my favorite video game of all time. Wearing that for this video, because, you know, get a little nostalgic for Deadpool X-Force. We're getting justice for him. Yay. Now, come on, Doctor Strange. That's my message on this video. Thanks for watching.